Right now, there's a big problem. Schools still focus on memorizing facts, getting the right answer, and following instructions. But the world is changing fast because of AI. AI can already write essays, solve math problems, and answer questions instantly. So the big question is, what skills will actually matter in 10 years?
Welcome to the Peak Leader, where we provide up-to-date, relevant tips and advice in the areas of leadership, wellness, and inspiration. As neuroscientists study how the brain learns and adapts, this is what is being revealed. The future will reward people who can think, explore, and solve new problems, not just remember information. That means we need to raise kids differently. Here are 3 methods worth trying to raise robot-proof kids. The first method is to build a what went wrong resume. The second method is to create a life full of curiosity, accepting unexpected discoveries. And the last method is to become a chief AI challenger.
Building a what went wrong resume. Most students are taught that failure or what went wrong is a bad thing. But the human brain actually learns more from mistakes than from getting things right. When you struggle or fail, your brain forms stronger connections. You understand things more deeply, and you become better at solving new problems. So, what is a what went wrong resume? It's a list of things you tried that didn't work and what you learned from them. For example, instead of your child saying, "I failed my test," instead, your child might want to say, "I tried a new way to study, it didn't work, and now I know what to fix." How to use this method effectively. Once a month, ask your child, "What did you try that was hard? What went wrong? What did you learn?" This trains your child's brain to see failure as progress, not something to avoid.
The second method is creating a life full of curiosity, or in other words, accepting unexpected discoveries. Some people think that successful students are just smarter, but research shows something totally different. These successful students were just exposed to more ideas, more experiences, and more problems. The top environments, like elite colleges, work because they mix different types of people and ideas, encourage random conversations, and present problems with no clear answers. You can create this type of environment within your own home, making it safe but not sterile, structured but not rigid, and most of all, where curiosity can grow and flourish. Try this. Leave a half-finished puzzle on a table with the obvious pieces to complete it. Provide a variety of magazines, books, or newspapers, exposing them to various topics such as science, art, business, etc. And encourage experimenting and exploring by letting your child tinker or come up with something creative. The simplest way to create the environment of curiosity is to let your child take apart broken objects, letting them discover how things work. Try new hobbies, exposing them to different thinking. Read or watch age-appropriate content from totally different subjects. Work on projects with no right answer. This second method builds curiosity, which is one of the most powerful brain traits for the future. The third and final method is to become a chief AI challenger. We all know AI is a powerful tool, but it can also make people lazy thinkers. If you always let AI do all the work for your child, the brain doesn't struggle. They don't build real understanding of the subject matter or experience, and they become dependent. So instead, use AI the right way. Have your child think of AI as a smart assistant, but not the boss. Here's the rule. First, have your child do their own work. Then, have your child AI challenge their work by using the rival prompt method. So, what is the rival prompt method? After your child has finished a project, like an essay, have your child ask AI, "Act like my rival. Point out every mistake, weak argument, and ways I can improve." Then your child can decide which feedback is useful, which is wrong, and this is where real learning happens. The world already has answers everywhere, thanks to AI. What matters now is your child's ideas, your child's way of thinking, and your child's ability to solve new problems.
To be robot-proof, you need to help your child build these three strengths: courage to experience what went wrong, curiosity to explore, and confidence to think for yourself. Because in the future, the most valuable skill won't be knowing the right answer, it will be creating answers no one else has thought of yet.
Thank you for watching. If you found this information to be helpful, please type the phrase "Tell me more" in the comments section so we know to create more content like this. To help us grow the Peak Leader channel, please make sure that you click like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.